Hello and welcome back. Wish me luck because I've tried on multiple occasions to create this video and every single time I have been interrupted. Either by kids screaming in an unusual manner, people playing very loud music which will get me a copyright problem, or bugs. And lots of them. I'm trying to do this outside just for the light and hopefully not be bugged by anybody. So yeah, wish me luck on this. I am your graceful host, Breaks Witwicky. Later, at the Heirloom estate, one of the best mansions out there. And really, how could such people really call themselves nobles? Alma complained to her brother Zalbag. Elizabeth Black tried to take that is not hers by right. I fear her father's last wish may not be fulfilled, Zalbag thought to himself. At the Heirloom Gardens. Oh, is that not Ramza? Alma said. Delita! Tietra yelled. Our own house was once respected as highly as House Heirloom, you know. At least until my grandfather was captured during the war. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out their gate when the dagger found his back, killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I. Argath said. May I ask how people came to know? Ramza asked. One of the men he betrayed later escaped and spread word of his misdeeds. My lord father would have none of it, of course, but he was the only one. Our bannerman deserted us, our reputation ruined, Argath said as he picked up a rock and threw it in a nearby pond. Rank. I suppose I had best remember my place. I am lucky your lord brother heard as long as he did from someone for he had no reason to lend ears to the pleas of the likes of I. I fear we may be forgotten in history, Argath lamented. Ramza! Alma yelled out. Alma! Zalbag! Ramza yelled. Tietra! Delita yelled excitedly. It has been quite some time, has it not? Ramza said to his older brother. I heard about Garland. You have made short work of those thieves. Now you have truly the right to call yourself a Heirloom. Father would be proud. Zalbag praised. I thank you, Ramza said. Ah, you certainly have not changed. Castella forbid you show a bit of cheer for being praised, Zalbag said with a laugh. And you, Delita, do not think word of your deeds escape our ears. Why, your sister has been so full of pride I quite feared she might burst, he said, laughing. Everyone looked to Tietra, who looked very embarrassed by that statement. Worry not, my seams have held, she stated. I am glad to see you looking so well, Delita. And I you, Delita said, walking up to her. Have you settled into the academy? Quite a few people looked very uncomfortable with this conversation, a mood that Argath did not miss, but the other two did, by a mile. Yes. The others have been all quite kind to me. We interrupt this video so I can ask Tietra something. Why did you lie? He had worries enough. I did not wish to add to them, she answered. We continue on. Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves, Zalbag said. I understand, Alma said. Good luck, Ramza added. Zalbag waved goodbye, but then he stopped. He thought about it for a few seconds. We received a note of ransom from the Death Corps, he announced. What? Argath yelled in surprise. Something about it sits unwell with me. They are killers to be sure, but these actions that they take, would they truly kidnap Marquise for want of coin? He asked. Absurd. Why would they not? Why, they are nothing more than common knaves, I say, Argath said, with a superior voice. We interrupt this video. I beg your finest pardon. Did he just take light to a kidnapping? Breaks asked, highly confused, as everyone else looked at him with a mortified or annoyed look. We continue on. One of the men I planted among them has not yet returned. I worry he may be caught up in something serious, but there are those who do not think some mere spy worth a search party's efforts. Humph, he said, annoyed that nobody cared. Where was he last known to be? Ramza asked. A merchant city named Dortitur in eastern Gelion. Oh. He looked to his brother. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Do you not agree? He said. We interrupt this video again. That was definitely a hidden message, Breaks added. And we continue. Forgive us, Tietra. It seems we must be leaving sooner than we planned, Delita said. Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself, Tietra said. Huh? Don't, Argath thought, confused. I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you even notice I'm gone, Delita said. I'm? Argath thought to himself, putting the pieces together as to who Delita and Tietra truly were. Common filth, he thought. We interrupt this video again. Stupid inbred, Breaks said. And we continue. He glared between Delita and Tietra, his anger only growing by the second. Eventually, Delita caught on to why he was so upset. Let's be on our way, Delita said. Humph. Argath followed, but he was still annoyed, as two commoners were living among the nobles. Ramza went to join them, but he was stopped by his sister, Alma. Huh? What? Tietra puts on a brave face, but the words are not as honeyed as her words, she said. Something the matter? Ramza asked. She has had a hard time of it at the academy. The others look down upon her for being low-born, Alma said. Ramza was shocked by this news. Their father adopted Delita and Tietra. One of his last wishes was for them to be accepted as true nobles. Alma looked at him, slowly realizing that she just put worry on him. Uh-oh. Forgive me. I should not have said anything. I am sure you have worries enough of your own. Tietra will be all right. I am here for her, she said, smiling. Ramza looked at her. Then there is naught to be worried about, he said. The both of them said their goodbyes, and they continued on. And I will end the video here.